I keep seeing lots of little renfaire themed events popping up, and I absolutely love when I am able to attend them. Keep the whimsy alive and thriving. Hi, I'm Hannah. Thank you so much for coming to my channel where I talk all things costuming, cosplay, and events. Today we are talking about the Akron Zoo Renaissance Fair. I'm not exactly sure how long this event has been around. I'm not sure if this was the first year, but I did find out about it through a couple of accounts that I follow on Instagram, including the Green Dragon Inn, which is a board game bar, and it holds its own smaller Ren Fair, usually in March. I attended this year, and it was super fun. And then there's also Rubber City Cosplay that is pretty well known in like the cosplay world of Ohio, I guess you could say. The Akron Zoo Renaissance Fair was one weekend only, May 23rd through 25th, and the whole zoo for the whole weekend was themed for this Renaissance Fair. This is a smaller zoo. I think when I was looking into it, the zoo itself has around 2 miles of walking trails if you walk through everything once. So on their page to purchase tickets, it was clear that you were buying tickets for a themed event. I am not a member of the Akron Zoo, so tickets for my husband and I were $25 per person. If you have a membership with the Akron Zoo, you did not have an upcharge to attend the event. Your membership was enough to get you in for the event. Along with tickets to the event, there were a couple of add-on options, which I thought were super fun. One was called the Crown Cash add-on, and it was $20 per person, which included a branded velour souvenir pouch, 3 branded game tokens, a beer voucher, and a scavenger hunt quest. I thought that was well worth $20. I will say I was a little disappointed in the quest. Granted, I was not trying super hard to look for parts of the quest, but as we were walking around, I didn't really see anything on my walk that hinted towards the quest. So I know I wish it had been a little more obvious, or maybe that there was somebody there I could ask questions to regarding the quest. I know that kind of defeats the purpose, but as someone who doesn't typically do this kind of thing, I was really looking forward to doing a quest. With taxes and the one add-on for the Crown Cash, we spent $73.50 for my husband and I to attend this event. There was not an additional charge for parking. The other add-on option that we did not take part in was called the Hero's Tale Quest for the Missing Beast, which was listed as a 30-minute D&D game with an exciting animal encounter. That add-on was $15 per person, and we just opted to not try it out. Both add-ons could be purchased with tickets either online or in person. I did purchase ours on my phone and got a QR code on a receipt to scan at the entry of the zoo. And when I scanned in my QR codes, the worker handed me my little Crown Cash pouch. There wasn't a ton of traffic, but this zoo and its parking lot are both very small, and there are signs everywhere that said parking was full. There was arrows to overflow parking, which was also full. So we ended up parking, like, I don't know, like a block or two away in a more residential area. As we walked through the parking lot to the zoo, we did see that there were some open parking spots in the parking lot. So I guess it is kind of our fault that we didn't actually look, but there were signs everywhere saying that parking was full, and we chose to believe them. Overall, though, it was not a very long walk. I'm just a little bit salty because I chose to wear little heeled boots to match my pirate outfit. Again, this is all on me. This is all on me. This is not them. While the parking was overflowing, the inside of the zoo didn't feel too crowded. There were definitely a lot of people there, but it didn't feel like a sold out day at the Ohio Renaissance Festival, if you know what I mean. Check my channel for those videos. The travel time for me to get to this event was about an hour and 45 minutes, which is not terrible. We enjoyed walking through the exhibits, and I particularly enjoyed the penguin area. It worked really well with my pirate look for the day. And there were several booths featuring local organizations, such as the Green Dragon Inn that I mentioned earlier, as well as the Ohio Shakespeare Festival and more. And Rubber City Cosplay also had their cosplay repair station for anyone who needed help with a costume. I will say there were a lot of people that were dressed up. There were some people who did not dress up, and that was totally fine. But I really love the theming, and I love when people get really into it. There were also several areas with small artist vendors, and I saw a lot of cute things. And I am so happy to see all elements like that included in an event. There was a snow leopard pelt near the snow leopard exhibit that zoo staff was allowing people to pet and providing hand sanitizer for afterwards. As a cat person who likes even the big spicy cats, I was excited to feel the fur. That's something that I've never had the opportunity to do before, so it was fun. There were a few Renfair games dispersed around the zoo that you could use your game tokens for. There was archery, axe throwing, and then I don't know what they're called, but like a strength tester where you like slam a mallet down and see if you can ring the bell. And then another game that I wasn't super familiar with. I ended up trying the strength tester and the archery. I think had I not been in heels, I might have been able to hit the top of the bell a little bit better, but we'll never know. The axe throwing that they had was plastic axes, so there wasn't a ton of interest there. I did use another game token on archery. It had a very long line. After using my drink ticket on a hard seltzer and waiting in line in the heat, that was not a great experience. But when I got up to the end of the line, I was super excited to give it a shot. I'm not experienced in archery at all. I've only ever done it one time at the Ohio Renaissance Festival. Now, I was not very good at it. This time, though, I'm really, really happy that I did wait in that long line because the guys that were running the archery really took a lot of time with every guest to be like, this is how you hold it. Make sure this is how you aim. Make sure when you're doing this, da 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 da. Da. They were very informative on how to properly hold the bow and fire the arrows. And I actually hit the target each time, not in the middle, but I did hit the target, which is way better than I did at the Ohio Renaissance Festival. So now that I have that instruction, I will definitely continue to keep trying it when I can. I feel like maybe they didn't realize how popular the archery was going to be. Again, there was that super long line and they only had 2 targets going at once. So I think they could have easily doubled that and had 4 targets going at once if they had staff to support that. It was definitely a highlight of my trip. I decided to keep my 3rd game token as a souvenir, and I will be adding it to my trinket shelf shortly after this video. Let's talk about my outfit for a second. The dress is from Scarlet Darkness. It does have a built-in corset back and pockets. I will link the dress in my Amazon shop in the description. And I will also link some of the accessories that I had or similar accessories to what I was wearing. That hat I bought on clearance at Spirit Halloween a couple years back, and it has served me well. And the boots are actually boots I typically wear to work or just normal everyday life. I do not recommend wearing them for long walks, but here we are. After we did the archery, due to a lot of humidity and I think it started sprinkling, we ended up heading out. We did spend a couple hours at the zoo and overall had a really, really good time. I really enjoyed the event. It was so fun to add a zoo experience into a Ren Fair experience, and I really hope to see more events like this in the future. I think we're going to see an even bigger rise in events like this because they really gather the community, are relatively inexpensive, and create that novelty experience that I know a lot of people are looking for, especially people with kids and families. It's also great for a number of small businesses that are able to partake. And of course, I'm happy to support the zoo and taking care of animals. I think this event was really well run, and I really hope to be able to attend again. And I hope that other organizations continue to create events like this. That brings me to the end of this video. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. And let me know your favorite Ren Fair hack in the comments. Also, please leave a like, a subscribe. It really helps. And I'll love you forever. So a reminder that you can find me on TikTok and Instagram at _Hannah_dreaming. Thanks again, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.